Many Catholics are familiar with doing an examination of conscience, which is checking your conscience to see where you've sinned or fallen short. And it's always a good idea to do this, even if you're not immediately going to the sacrament of reconciliation. But it's just good, for staying on course. A lot of people like to do this at the end of the day. So there's a lot of familiarity with an examination of conscience, but I would say it's less common to do an examination of gratitude. In other words, setting time aside to check, as one would do with an examination of conscience, to check to see where God has blessed you or where he's brought you his healing. When Jesus heals 10 lepers, the 10 lepers in today's gospel, it says that while they were on their way to see the priest, which was customary for lepers to do, while they were on the way, one of them realized that he had already been healed. In other words, it would seem that this Samaritan leper was constantly checking to see the effects of his encounter with Christ, which is a great model for prayer. Constantly checking or reminding ourselves of where God has brought us healing, or just simply keeping alive a memory of his blessings and graces in our lives. I would say it's less common for people to do this if we're going by the ratio in today's gospel. It says that 10 lepers were healed, but only one of them turned back to thank God. And I know personally, if I do a quick inventory of my own prayer, I would say that that's pretty accurate. So out of 10 petitions that I'm giving God, one of them will be a prayer of thanks. So that's my ratio. Hopefully your ratio is a little better. But the invitation for us, especially on this Thanksgiving Sunday, is to balance that ratio out a little bit and constantly check our lives like this Samaritan leper for the effects of our relationship with Christ. It's a recipe for a life of holiness, not to mention a recipe for a great day.